Hey guys, this is Rene. Welcome back for another video on this channel. Today I want to show you another strategy that I just developed, and I will also show you how exactly this strategy works to get a performance like this. This is a backtest from 2020 up until the current point in time, and this is tested in gold. Also, if you want to learn how to code this strategy, I recorded a separate coding tutorial for this strategy, which will be another video on my channel. So if you want to learn how to code it, you should also watch this video. But first of all, let's have a look at this specific strategy and how it works. And you can see here I'm using gold data from the Quant Data Manager, which is coming from Dukascopy. And I have a fixed spread of 10 points, which is a little bit more than you usually have in a normal live trading account. Also, I included all of the commissions that you pay in this test. So it's relatively realistic, I would say. But of course, I will have to say this disclaimer: testing results do not predict any future profits. So let's wait until this is loaded, and here we can see, now we see the chart. As I said, I'm starting in 2024, but this is just to show you how this strategy works. It is a box breakout strategy, and we can see here already the first box. So it's a very simple strategy also, and this is what makes it great in my opinion, because I am a huge fan of simple strategies. So what we do here is we just wait until the time during a day is at a specific time. And here we can see, as soon as the price or the chart opens the 5 a.m. bar, we then create this little red range. Let me deactivate the grid here so we can see it better. And you can see this range has a specific size, and the size it is from the starting price, the opening price of this bar, we go up 1% and we go down 1% of the current price. So the range is in total 2% big, but this is also an input variable of this program. So you can play around with this and actually use any values for this range. So you can have a big range, you can have a small range. You can also change the opening time or the trading start time, which is also when the range is created, and the end time. Because if I show the test again, we can see that there's also an end time for this range. In this case, it's 19 o'clock or 7 p.m. And you can see on this very first day, there was not even a trade, because we only trade, and this is what we can see here on the second day, we only trade if there is a breakout. So it is a box trading or range trading strategy, and we trade the breakouts from this box. It is very similar to my well-known range breakout strategy or range breakout expert advisor. The main difference is that this box is based on a percentage of the current price, while my range breakout strategy uses the last X bars to find the highest and lowest points for the range. But yeah, here we can see if there is a breakout, we just have a stop loss for this breakout, and then I like to trade this without a take profit. And then the question is, when are these trades closed? And they are closed as soon as we hit the end of this range. And all of these parameters can be changed in the settings of this program. This is what I will show you in a second. But first of all, let me show you some more trades. So you can see we had a few sell breakouts here. These ones did not work out. Then we have another buy breakout, which was another loss. And of course, I mean, this is a trading strategy. I don't have to tell you this. You don't win every trade. You don't trade every day. But over a long period of time, and this is what I try to show you with a long-term backtest, you are definitely able to make profit with this. I did a few optimization runs, and these are settings that worked quite well in the tester. But as you can see here, like if you change the closing time, for example, there's probably still potential, and I did not do too much testing yet with this program, and this is something you can do on your own if you copy the code from the coding tutorial, or if you just join my school community, where you can get the code as a download immediately. I will also link the school community as a pinned comment if I don't forget. But now, since I explained this strategy, let me tell you what we can configure, and then I will show you another test of this strategy for a longer period so you can see how exactly it works to get the performance from the starting image. So you have a good overview of the equity development, how the fluctuation is, like the drawdowns, the gains. But yeah, let's have a look at the inputs first. So I talked about it a bit already when we did the visualize test. There are several inputs, like for example, we can define the lot size. We could use a take profit, but I chose to not use the take profit and just enter 0, so we don't have a take profit. But you could also define this as a percentage of the current market price. This is the same with the stop loss. The stop loss in my test was 1% of the position open price. We do have a magic number, which has no impact on the strategy, of course. We have a range percentage of 1.0. This is what I said before. We can change this. Like you can say, for example, I want to have a range which is 0.2, and then I also want to have a stop loss which is 0.2, and maybe I want to have a TP which is 0.5. You can do whatever you want, and then you can also change the trigger time. You might say, I don't want to start at 5 a.m., but instead I want to start at 6 a.m. and close at a different time, for example. So as you can see, if I change all of these values, and yeah, by the way, the trigger time is the time when the range is created and when trading starts, and the end time is the end time of the range and when trading ends. Then we can say we want to close at the end of the range, but if I say here this should be false, then trades can also be held over the period of the range. So you can see I changed a lot of these settings now, and now I want to show you how this looks if you just change the settings a bit. So you can see this program is kind of, yeah, you can really trade different strategies, different ideas with this program by just changing the input parameters. So as soon as the test here is loaded, we can see now the outcome will be completely different because the trade management and everything is just different. So let me fast forward here so we can see a range. And yeah, you can see now we do see that, yeah, for example, here we have the sell trade, but now the ranges are a lot smaller, really a lot. And the stop loss is also a lot closer to the position open price, and also the TP is a little bit further away. And yeah, I also want to show you that positions are now held even if the range is already over. Like here, for example, we see a very good example. This sell trade was opened on one day and then was not closed at the end of this range and then was closed at the next day in the stop loss. So here it would have been better to close it at the end of the range. But I mean, you never know. And you really have to do the testing to figure out if a strategy works better or worse with a different pair of settings. But that's why automated trading is great and programming is great, because as you can see here, you can really just test a lot in a matter of minutes pretty much. So let me show you again now how the backtest with my previous settings looks like in a little bit in a longer time period. So starting from 2020 again, and let me change the inputs again. So I closed at the end of the range, start at 5 a.m. The range was 1.0, the stop loss was 1.0, and I did not use a TP. By the way, you can of course also change the lot size if you want, to risk a little bit more and to have a higher reward, of course. So if I now do a non-visualized test for the whole period, we can see again how this looks like. And then in the end, I also want to have a look at the key figures with you. So yeah, you really know what's going on. And if you find this interesting, don't forget to watch the coding tutorial. Also, let's wait for the test and then let's have a look at the key figures afterwards. Okay, there we go. So test's over. This is the final result. Had a very good period from 2020 up until the beginning of 2024. Then there was a little bit bigger drawdown, I would say. And now the last few months it recovered again. But of course, this is not a very long testing period. And you can do this, you can use the program to test on your own. Of course, this is a little bit of optimized Feel free to use the program in different symbols with different settings to find out if you like it. Again, check out the coding tutorial. But I also want to have a look at the backtesting key figures here together with you. And this is what we see. We have 100% history quality because it's like the Dukascopy data. We have a quite a good profit factor, 1.22. Recovery factor is not as high, but this is what I often see with programs that do not have too many trades, because here we only had 400 and something in 4 years, or over 4 years. But it's not like too much. But yeah, overall the profit is nice, and this would have been profitable most likely in the last years, which is of course great. And then you can also have a look at this. Of course, we do most of the profits at the end of the range, because that's pretty much when we close positions in profit. And yeah, we can see actually this is interesting. Thursday and Friday seem to be very profitable, or especially Thursday. And yeah. That's pretty much it. So I hope you liked this little overview. And again, stay tuned for the coding tutorial, or search it, look it up on the channel if I uploaded it already. So this is it. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you want to share your opinion on this, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great time. Good trades. Bye.